My name is Martha, I'm a sexologist and my company is called Eros Coaching. I am right now in Brisbane, Australia, and I'm at the lobby of Mercure Hotel. This is the venue for the conference, the 13th Asia-Ocean Federation of Sexology. I'm here and this is day 2, tomorrow is day 3. So I was here one day earlier actually attending the pre-conference workshops, and I did benefit from learning, especially the second one, on working with military personnel and the sexual traumas that they may have experienced as a result of them being in service. And the first the first pre-conference workshop I attended was really about penis dysmorphia, and the same speaker also opened the conference on the first day, and there were breakout sessions. Actually, I found the breakout sessions really useful, especially the one on GLBT, because we had speakers from Asia talking about GLBT, namely T on transgenders in Japan, and also in Taiwan, Hong Kong, China. Very, very interesting. This is information that I would not have gotten anywhere else in the world. So in day 2, which is today, there were 2 keynote addresses. The first one is talking about gyne-oncology, which basically is cancer revolving around female genitals and the vulva and the womb and stuff like that. So the presentation was excellent. The content was really scientific and all that. Then the second speaker was talking about sex and motherhood, which is not really commonly discussed, but something that I appreciated her perspective, and it was apparently from speaking with some of the participants, this is not something that they even think of addressing in their work, in their research. In the breakout groups later on, I found it very interesting to be in a room where all 3 speakers were talking about vaginismus, and so they were talking about sexual pain, but vaginismus being the one that all 3 happen to focus on. And this is actually the #1 reason why women come to see me, or couples come to see me. And so much so that I actually developed my own online training program called Sex Possible, which I'll be talking about in tomorrow's conference. So it's interesting hearing from them, because all of them are from Australia, and the statistics, their findings were actually very, very similar to my experience working with clients in Singapore. And in the second breakout group that I was in, it was really the couples one, and it was very interesting for me to hear about the behavior of men in Japan. They have a term called herbivores, and they're describing the women as carnivores. So basically, Japanese men are becoming more emasculated. They are not really interested in sexuality and being sexually expressive or in any way. And the women are the ones who are stepping forth and actually becoming more assertive. And so that's how Japan came up with these 2 terms. Yesterday, I heard these terms being used in one of the breakout presentations, and I actually thought I couldn't wrap my head around the term. But today, when I heard it the second time and the way it was explained, I now understand it's not something that somebody just plucked out of the air. It actually has become one of the words that they are using, just like Google or sexting. These are terms that actually became popular because people started using them, and these are terms that are getting popular in Japan, which I didn't know. So I learned something new. It was interesting for me. And there was also research that were presented from delegates from Japan, talking about how hard their work is, carrying out advocacy work and carrying out research, trying to understand what's actually happening on the ground. And I'm so happy that I came to this conference, because I understand, I hear their stories, and I know how challenging their work is and their struggles. And it's inspiring me, because I have my own set of challenges and struggles as well in Singapore. And it's nice, it's very nice to have a community and to meet with these people, hear their work, and get updated on the latest findings. It's really inspired me, especially since it's coming from the Asian perspective, and it's very relevant for me because the innuendos of our culture, a lot of it is just so rich that it's much easier for me to understand than, say, some of the other delegates from Australia, just because I'm Asian, and a lot of the culture in Asia, even though we are quite different, can also be similar in some ways. So I'm so happy to be here, and tomorrow I'll be speaking, and it's been a good trip. So this is me sharing of my exploits and travels, and I hope you support me and continue to watch my future videos. So this has been Martha of Eros Coaching, and in the meantime, keep loving, live life fully, and stay lovely.